Okay, sorry. We reached 1 hour and then it went off. So I was saying you need to be in one place. You need to do a particular. You need to stay on a particular treatment for some time before you now go to another one. And then for a woman who is trying to conceive, you need to be close to God. You need to be always praying to God. When I was trying to conceive, I think I've never been so close to God in my life. Since that time, I think I'm slacking now. I gave my children names, and then I wrote a letter to them. I placed on my wall. I used to pray for them every day. I used to tell them how I want them to come. I actually wanted twin boys, but God gave me one boy. So you need to be close to God. You need to plan your schedule. You need to say, this is how I'm starting this program, starting this treatment now. I'm going to give myself 6 months of dedication on this program with serious prayers. If it doesn't work, I pray again and God direct my steps. Not being everywhere. When you are everywhere, you don't know what is actually working, whether or not the treatments are working. Your mind is here, your mind is there. You come on Instagram, you're seeing Fertilemoms, you're seeing Fertile this, you're seeing Fertile that, you're seeing Fertility that, and then you don't know what and what to do. You are just everywhere. You talk to this person, you go and talk to that person. You pay this one, you did not do. You feel, if I had paid this other woman, I would have, or this other man, I'm sure the treatment would have. Going around like that alone will make you not get your results immediately. You have to be focused. I've had clients who have stayed on my program for a year. Some of them will decide and go for IVF, and it will work. Some of them will just decide and rest, and then when they start again, and it will work. There was one that did the program and stopped. I checked up on her, and she was like, she lost her whatever, and then she didn't want to come and disturb me. And the first month, I encouraged her to start. She got pregnant. She just had a son. So sometimes you just need to take a break from everything, from all the pressures, from all the pressure around, and then you start again. So that is my own advice for the TTC topic, the TTC points. And then for pregnancy, before you get pregnant, please try and prepare yourself. I hear people say, I don't have any challenge. I don't have any challenge with my in conception. I'm super fertile. But then when they go into the journey of pregnancy, either they have preeclampsia, or they have pregnancy diabetes, or they have anemia. Nobody is saying you have to have a challenge before you prepare yourself. You have to, if you're on the big side, you have to cut down and reduce your weight. And then if you are slim, you just need to eat healthy. It's not every slim person that is healthy. Slim does not always mean healthy. So you need to watch what you eat. You need to stop alcohol. You need to stop smoking if you are doing all those kind of things. There are some people that their husbands smoke, their husbands drink. Those are the things that causes poor sperm health, causes miscarriages. There are some women that the doctor keeps saying they are fine, but anytime they get pregnant, they have miscarriage. Some of them is their husbands. The kind of things they drink, they smoke, are making the children not to be healthy. They are making the sperm to be very, very bad, and then they are giving them bad children. They are giving them children that are making them have miscarriages. The sperm is not good enough. You need to take care of yourself and your partner, so that when you get into the pregnancy, you don't develop things that are not part of what you planned for. Some people actually do the right thing, but they still go through these things. That is when prayers come in. It doesn't mean if you some people pray, but some things still happen to them. That does not mean you shouldn't try. You pray for your child. You pray for yourself. You pray for even the hospital you are going to, the staff, and everything. And then you eat, because they say faith without work is dead. You eat the right food before you get pregnant. And even when you are pregnant, some people hide under the shadow of pregnancy, and then you see them, they jack a rubber coke on the neck. The rubber coke is crying for help and begging the neighbors to help them. It is not good for you and your child. It is not good. You can kill your cravings. I used to kill my cravings with water. You can kill your cravings, or take pineapple juice, watermelon juice, apple juice. You can do your own juice and drink, instead of going to jack or rubber coke. These are the things. Some women are going through infertility now is because of what their mothers took when they were pregnant with them. Some of these infertility challenges are things that they give birth to them with. So please, because you want to help your child, there are some children that are small, they have diabetes. You see small children having high BP, having eye problems. It is the kind of things you consume all the name while you're pregnant. Please, even if you don't, imagine you crave that thing and you don't have money. Will you have a stillbirth or miscarriage? It's not every pregnant woman that have money. So if you don't have money, you will still not die. So you can kill your craving so that you can kill your craving so that you protect yourself, you prevent all these complications in pregnancy. It comes a long way. It comes from us, the parents, starting to do the right thing. It comes from having a good mindset. When you're pregnant, avoid everybody, even if it's your partner that is giving you trouble. If you have relations that you can leave him and go and stay with, you can just take a break. Read books. Just involve yourself in things that will make you happy and make your baby happy. And then for labor and delivery, I can just say maybe you need prayers. You just need to be maybe friendly with your caregivers, so that when you are in labor, you just go to a hospital that they can treat you well, because you don't need anybody to put you under stress, under trauma when you are in labor. You can just go to a good hospital if you can afford that, and then be close to God when you are pregnant, closer to God, so that when you get to that thing, you have unimaginable favors. So this is my own way of advising you that you can avoid this kind of problems. And then for the postpartum, you need to involve yourself in communities. These days there are Instagram pages like Mamas to Be, Pregnancy Baby and You, Mom's Confession, that you can follow them and hear experiences with wives and mothers. You can hear other women's experiences. People talk about motherhood, what they've been through and all that. And then some people have WhatsApp groups that they do that, and you have a lot of information that you can ask questions. You can ask, how will I weigh my baby? My baby is not doing this, how will I do? And you see other mothers coming to give you advices, tell you what they did at work and what did not work. You need to involve yourselves in this kind of groups, in this kind of Instagram pages, so that you won't be lost. Your baby and yourself won't be suffering for something that you would have had light, you would have a solution to. And then someone is just telling you, it has happened to me, leave the baby alone. Or you have concrete information. Some of these people that are following these people, they are doctors. Some of them are very, very wonderful people in the society, high-placed people that know a lot of things. You see on Instagram, people are giving people money, people are giving people gifts. I gave birth to my baby. My baby have received so much gifts, and most of these people, 99% of these people are people I've never met in my life physically. So these are things you need to involve yourself in, so that when you are in this kind of situation, you have someone that saves you. Even when it comes to financial help, there are genuine people that will help you. So you need to follow this kind of pages. You need to involve yourself in this kind of things, so that you and your child will have enough knowledge, and you will be saved from things that would have happened to you that ordinarily shouldn't have happened. And then when it comes to teething, early walking, hyperactivity children, and picky eaters, you need to follow your child's lead, especially when it comes to children that don't eat. You don't necessarily have to force things on them. You have to pray for them. You have to even try your best. Incorporating meals. If you see that your child is not eating, you can try cooking food. Sometimes I go out and buy food. There is a particular place, eatery, that they sell rice. Very nice rice. My son loves the rice. I buy the rice. The plate is 900 with meat. Sometimes I buy enough. He likes apples. His father will go out and buy the rice, buy apples, bring it to put in the fridge. He will walk and come and eat. At least he's eating something. He's drinking water. So he's healthy. He has good weight. So that way, you are not so worried. Take care of your child. Don't always, even though you have help, you should look into what your child is eating. These days, people are molesting children. So it's not always good to just leave your child in the hands of caregivers and then just relax. I'm not saying everybody that comes near you should be a suspect, but we need to be more involved in our children's activity, especially the ones that cannot talk. My son, we've teach him in such a way that he's so vocal, to the extent that even when his teacher says some things, he'll tell her no. And there was a time he had a situation in school, but that is not to be discussed here, because he opened up his mouth and I knew that this is what was going on. It wasn't a bad thing anyway, but because he's vocal, you teach children. There was someone came to my house and was playing with him and touched his private part, and he kept calling the person's name and telling me, touch my pee-pee, and I came and I warned him. I was so angry. I told him, if you want to touch any pee-pee, I think yours is in a better position to be touched. It's bigger, so you can unleash it and touch anyhow. Don't touch my baby's pee-pee. I don't like it. And even me, when I'm taking his bath and I touch there, he will say, Daddy, Mommy, he will repeat it until his father will say, Mommy, don't touch my baby's pee-pee. It is good. You need to be involved in your children's life. You are trying to take care of them, so you should take plus emotionally. It is a good thing to do as a parent, to be involved in your child's life, so that this child will not grow up and his self-worth will be defeated just because someone molested your child or talked down on your child just because you were too busy. So that is all for my bullet points. And if you have any questions, and before I take questions, we are doing a discount for our Muslim brothers and sisters that are trying to conceive. We're giving them a 10,000 naira off our TTC programs, both our TTC and IVF preparatory programs. We are doing a discount. So now that the discount, some people were begging me yesterday, come now, because if this discount finishes, I will not answer you. It's going to be on till tomorrow. So by tomorrow midnight, the discount is off. So if you know somebody who's trying to conceive, that have been trying to talk to at Fertilemoms, Fertilemoms is saying she's doing a discount, 10,000 naira off. So my TTC program is 30,000 naira. So off 10,000 off is 20,000. You give me now, collect. My IVF preparatory program is 40,000. 10,000 off is 30,000 now. My exospermia, zero sperm count, those who don't have sperm at all, is 40k. 10k off is 30,000 naira now. So when this offer is finished, I will not listen to you. I'll be breastfeeding my baby. Don't say I don't want you to have a child. So that is what is going on. You can send me a DM. I will answer you now, and I will collect discounted money. And now, if anybody have a question, I'm waiting. If you don't have a question, me, I have questions. So I'm giving you a few minutes, and I'll ask my own question. So I'm waiting for the question. Oh, where are they? Where are the new moms? Where are they going to conceive moms? Where are the expectant mommies? What is your question? Okay, since nobody has a question, I have a question. So my question is, why are you guys not subscribing to my YouTube channel? Or is it that you don't know that? They say, how about fibroid? What happened to fibroid though? It has turned to fine boy already. Send me a DM and then we'll talk about fibroid. Because the fibroid has turned to twin boys. So when you come to my DM, we'll conclude that there. So why have you people not subscribing to my YouTube channel? How soon do you resume bedroom activities? Okay, bedroom activities after childbirth, or after when you are pregnant, because when you take in immediately, you are advised to abstain from sex for a few days and a few weeks, and then you start meeting your husband again, maybe when you're about 8 or 10 weeks pregnant. But if it's after delivery, depends on how fast you heal. For CX moms, some doctors will say 6 weeks or 8 weeks or 4 weeks, depending on how fast you heal. And then for those who are delivered vaginally, some of them, for those who have episiotomy, depends on It depends on when you heal from your episiotomy. And then for me personally with my son, because I didn't heal quick, I started having sex about 7 weeks postpartum. But this one I haven't started because I'm still bleeding. And that thing smells so bad. So you don't want to put the guy through that kind of stress, man. So I'm not sure, but until the bleeding stops. But emotionally and physically, I'm ready, guys. Woohoo! Oh, hey, I'm ready to enjoy myself. You know, when you're pregnant, sex is very slow. They are doing it on slow motion. They don't want to go and hurt baby. Nobody wants bleeding to start. Doctor will go and ask you what happens. I have said start insulting you. But when baby is out, Lord, your girl love action. I used to hear some women say, I'm not a sex person. I don't understand. It is God that made it. When you're having sex with your husband, angels are there. So nobody should be ashamed though. When I'm in action with my husband, we used to lock everybody outside, whether it's on the kitchen table. Hey, we are there. You know this girl, we conceived her on the couch. We conceived this girl on the couch. I don't understand. Why is it that they will go and lie down? This one will lie down. You people be doing this as if you are preaching. It is good though. For me, sometimes like that is boring for me. Except I want to punish my husband. I say, come and do. You say, Jesus. But when I'm in the mood, oh my goodness. Hey, Westlife used to come inside. I believe I can fly. That's where you even get pregnant fast though. Because when it's like work, hey, we have to make love today, we have to make love today. The belly will not come. But when people are enjoying yourselves, so please, as soon as you feel ready to conceive, please, you feel ready to meet your husband, please meet him. But if you are not ready to get pregnant, then let me advise you, if you are not ready to get pregnant, that thing that people used to say, when I'm breastfeeding, I don't used to get pregnant, it is wash. My younger brother was saying I wash. I don't know the meaning of that, but I know that it's story. There's no truth inside. It is true that when you are breastfeeding, your fertility declines small. But let me tell you one thing: you ovulate before you see your first period. So when does the vagina change the wideness? I'm not sure the vagina changes. So because for me, they always teach me, so it is even more difficult. It looks like you are still a virgin, sort of. But I'm not sure it changes shape. Some people say it changes shape, but I'm not sure. I think the husband should be in a better place to say that because he's the one going there. But I'm not sure my husband has told me anything. I think he has said this is more tight because they teach me. So, but I was so that's what happens. But I'm not sure even if they don't stitch you. You know, the vagina is like a rubber band. So it opens, the baby comes out, and then it goes back. Some people say because of the trauma they go through during childbirth, changes shape. It is possible if you have been through a very rough childbirth, it will change shape. But the sweetness, no, they change. So it doesn't matter whether it change shape or not. The sugar turns to honey, so forget that one. Okay, so when you are not ready to conceive, please, you ovulate before you see your first period. That's why you see a lot of women without seeing their period self, they get pregnant. And they are wondering, I haven't seen my period and I'm pregnant. Please, take good care of yourself. Your husband can use protection. Some people say, my husband will not use protection. Then you should go for holiday. Some people, my husband will not go for holiday. Come and meet me. Let us do natural family planning. Spend that money, girl. When can one see her period after childbirth? And is it true because you are breastfeeding, your period won't come? No. For some people, it depends on how your body wants to react. Some people see their period immediate 4 weeks after they give birth. For some people 6 months, some people 1 year, and for every child is different. With my son, my period came the day he was 6 months. I've seen my client that their period will not come till after 1 year, and there is one that even got pregnant before her baby turned 5 months. And then there are some that even 1 year, 3 months, their period will not come. Some people until the day they stop breastfeeding. So it depends on how your body is reacting in that particular phase. And then I think the most important, it depends on your diet. If you are eating more of junk food, you might keep your period for some time. If you are eating more vegetables, your period will come a bit early. So some people, their period come in 2 months and 3 months. It depends on your body, and it depends on, for each child is different. For each child is different. So it is not true. It depends on how my period came in when my son was 6 months. For this one now. How is episiotomy? Enlighten us more about it. Okay, episiotomy is the cut they give you in your vagina. You know, when your baby reaches the birth canal, the baby is about to come out. Especially for mothers that are going to deliver for the first time. You know, the vagina is a bit tight. It hasn't gone through that kind of thing before. So the caregiver, either the nurse, the midwife, or the consultant, the doctor who is attending to you, will try to put their hand around your vagina to see if it can widen enough for the baby cell to come out. But if it cannot, they use a scissors and then tear your vagina. They tear it at the edges inside, and then sometimes they take it a little bit to where your anus is. But they give you, some hospitals give you a what is it called, painkiller, so that you don't feel the tear. But I think me, the first time they give me, even when they don't give you, sometimes you don't feel the pain, because the pain that is in your body, because of the contractions and everything, overwhelms you, that you don't feel. You just hear it as if it's wrapper, they are cutting and they are cutting a fabric. It is when they are about to stitch you that you feel the pain. So when they finish, when the baby comes out, they deliver your placenta, they give you another painkiller, and in your vagina, they put injection in your vagina to stitch you. They put injection in your vagina to stitch you. So when they stitch you, you don't feel the pain. Sometimes you feel a little pain, and then when you come home, you're supposed to be in sit bath. If you don't do sit bath, they turn to a wound. Some people, they go back into the theater for stitching. Believe me, my sister, you don't want that. The pain is out of this world. And you don't use very hot water. You take a bowl. There's a bowl called sit bath. I have that, it's not here, sorry. And then you take a bowl, you pour warm water and salt, and sit inside for 10 to 15 minutes. Even if you don't have the sit bath, you can have any bowl that can sit on your toilet. And then you sit inside for 10 to 15 minutes, morning and evening. When you finish, you just tap the place to be clean, and then you wear your clothes. The hospital give you painkillers to manage it. It's a bit painful for some days, and then it starts subsiding. So that's what episiotomy is. Is it harder to conceive if your uterus is tilted or forward? Well, for tilted uterus, it is not that bad, because your castor oil packs and massage takes the womb back to the normal shape. If you are doing a castor oil packs and then you are doing fertility massage, it brings back your uterus in no time. So I don't think that is a problem if you know and you are doing the right thing. Can your stomach return to normal after C-section? Must a woman use hot water to press your stomach before it goes down to natural birth? Well, yes, your stomach will go down to normal after a C-section, and I've never used hot water on my stomach, even with my son, but within 6 months of delivery, my stomach was back to normal. And then for your stomach to be completely back to normal, you need to help the stomach, because you need to do exercises to tighten the muscles on your stomach. You need to tie your stomach with a postpartum belt. You need to eat right. As I'm sitting here, I'm working on my meal plan for weight loss that will favor my child as I'm breastfeeding, so that she won't lose weight, she won't lack breast milk. And it will take me down, it will take me down to the weight I want, and then my stomach will go down. And that meal plan, when I'm done, it will be up for sale. So if you need it, you let me know. Is it safe to tie your tummy after CS? No, if you have healed, you can tie your stomach. Not when you just delivered and the wound is fresh. You can tie your stomach from 6 weeks if you have healed and your doctor said it's okay. Then you can tie your stomach from then, not immediately. I'm almost due but scared. Since it's the first time, I need encouragement. What are you scared of? Are you scared of seeing your child, your beautiful baby? Or you're scared of delivering your child? Or you're scared of CS? You don't need to be scared of anything. It's a beautiful thing. Even the pain is not the pain you can't take. It's the pain you can take. Because if it's something you can't take, God will not put it upon you. So you don't need to be scared. You just need to be encouraged. Be praying for your beautiful baby, and then pray for the doctors and the nurses and the hospital you are going to, so that they will favor you, they'll be nice to you, and they will attend to you. And do not argue with the doctors. Whatever they say is good for you, it is good for you and your child. And I pray for you that you deliver safely, and God will favor you and your child in Jesus' name. Amen. And one of your students, they will just scared of labor. I know you. Which labor pain? See this girl, when you were disturbing me that this belly, you didn't know that there was pain. It is a good pain now. It's not that bad. You don't need to be afraid. That pain is not the pain that kills anybody. As a matter of fact, when you go through that pain, you appreciate your mother. You know, before my mom be talking to me, I'll be angry. Mommy, leave me alone now. What is this? These days, anything she says, I'll say, yes, ma. Sorry, ma. Yes, ma. Before I gave birth, if my mother-in-law annoy me, I'll be so angry. That is, I will not be able to forgive my mother-in-law. So her own annoyance used to annoy me more than anybody's own. But these days, I love my mother-in-law, even though she's annoying. She's still annoying, but I love her. I love her because she has 6 children. So even when she's overwhelming me, I'll say, I forgive you. But because of labor pain. So go through it so that you appreciate your mother very well. My son will say, nene boo boo boo, nene do boo boo. Does the immune system cause miscarriages? Immune system and miscarriage, how? Sorry, I don't understand that one. How do I make my baby not to be too big while in the stomach? Okay. You won't eat a lot of junk foods. You will eat very little portions, but often, and healthy foods. Like eating fruits, eating things like Quaker oats, eating not going out, eat cooked food, rice and beans, vegetables, plantains, things like that. Not going to eat shawarma, indomie. You see some people when they are pregnant, you see their portion of food, you run. So you just eat normal food and then eat often, drink a lot of water, the baby won't have enough weight. But you can come and buy my new plant, that one helps a lot. You see my baby was 2.7, but I still got small episiotomy though. Okay, so sorry, I think I missed some of the questions. If they can be repeated, I will be able to answer them. I talk too much, that's why. So forgive me for talking so much. So if I've not answered your question, you can repeat it so that I'll see it. And I'm waiting for the questions. So before the questions come, I was talking about the YouTube channel. Why are you people not subscribing to my YouTube channel? Because I have almost 14,000 Instagram followers and I have only 300 YouTube subscribers. What is happening? Is it that I'm too boring or what? My YouTube channel is the Fertilemoms Hub. There is DE. Are you a OBGYN? No, I am a fertility nutritionist, a fertility coach, and a health coach. I am not a medical doctor. Okay. Oh. So my princess is here. See her, she's sleeping. That is what she does in the afternoon. Let night come. Oh, I'm so sorry, baby. This is what she does in the afternoon. Say, hi, mamas. Hi, mamas. If you are looking for me, I'm coming to your house. You are looking for me, I'm coming to your house in Jesus' name. If you want me to come with a boy, I will do that very soon. See, she doesn't want to open her eyes. Her face changes every day. She's growing big. Okay. Bye. How painful is CS if your doctor advises CS, but due to the fear you hear and know about CS is scaring you? Please advise. Well, CS is not painful, especially when you are under the knife. You don't feel the pain. The pain is after the CS, but they still give you painkillers. So I'm not sure it's something you should be afraid of, because you that I know, you are not going to die of CS. Neither are you going to bleed through CS, because these days it's very simple. Even student doctors are doing CS. It's one of the easiest surgeries in the world right now. You hardly hear that someone dies or had complications during CS. So I'm not sure it's something you should be afraid of. If you are in the right hands and in the right hospital, and then you need to be praying for yourself and your child. If your doctor says it's CS, go girl. you are good, nothing will happen to you. The pain is after the CS, but they give you painkillers. After giving birth, can one be pregnant again without period? Yes, I have 2 of my clients. One is pregnant, her baby is just 4 months. One is pregnant, her baby is 5 months. You get pregnant if without period, because you ovulate before you see your period. No, it is after ovulation. When your ovulation comes, when the egg is released, your womb is preparing. Immediately after your period, the womb is preparing itself. Your womb is preparing itself so that it's thickening, so that when the egg comes, it will implant, and it will not be able to, it will help you not to have a miscarriage. So once the egg comes and you not see sperm to fertilize it, the womb shed, and then we call that menses. The womb shed a thickness so that it will start preparing again for the 2nd month. So it is when the egg did not fertilize the sperm did not fertilize the egg, that the womb shed, and you say it's a period. So once the egg drops and then the sperm fertilizes it, the womb continues to thicken, and then the baby implants, and then you get pregnant, and that. So you can get pregnant without your period after childbirth. Okay, so another question. So before another question comes in, I'm still asking about my YouTube channel. That why are you guys not subscribing? After fibroid operation, is it compulsory to use CS to give birth? No, it depends on what your doctor advises, because it's possible your doctor seeing you might feel it is best to use CS to deliver, but ordinarily I don't think it shouldn't be a problem. You can still deliver through the vagina if you are good. So, but that is the decision of your doctor and God to make. So about the YouTube channel, I'm asking, am I boring? The name of my YouTube channel is the Fertilemoms Hub, DE, the Fertilemoms Hub. And when you are there, it is you who will let me know the kind of content you want me to put there, that I will not be boring to you, and it will help you and me a lot, because both of us are learning. It is a community. So if please, you need to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you will help me and us, all of us, will grow together. If you are on my YouTube channel, I can come to Instagram and say, okay, what do you want us to talk about in the channel? I've been saying I will do juice challenge, fertility juice and smoothie challenge since, but because people are not agreeing to subscribe, I don't know who will go and do the challenge there. So when you subscribe to the Fertilemoms Hub, we'll do a fertility. My husband's birthday is coming. Who knows that will be the birthday bonus, that I will do a smoothie challenge. The last year December, when I did the smoothie challenge, lots of people got pregnant, and I'm trying to do that, but I want to do that on the YouTube channel, and nobody is subscribing. But when you are there, you can tell me the kind of topics we discuss there. There are a lot of topics. I've been wanting to do the kind of business you can do as a side hustle as a mom, as a working mom, and then you can do as a stay-at-home mom. What kind of business can you do? A lot of people want to do businesses, but they don't know which one. They don't know how. They don't know how to go about it. They don't know which one is genuine. They don't know how to maneuver their way and all that. So if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, these are the things we'll be discussing there, because there are some of the content I want to post, but Instagram cannot take everything. And if people don't like reading, when it's so much, they don't want to read. Or if it's on YouTube, you lie on your bed and you're watching. If I'm blabbing too much, you skip and go to the most important point, Abby. So please subscribe to the Fertilemoms Hub. Let us communicate. Let us talk about things. Here is too public. We're talking about sex too much. Some people go vex. But if it's on YouTube channel, nobody will hear us. We are in our circle. We are discussing. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let us get to know ourselves. And the discount is still running. I'm still repeating. I know they are hearing me. After tomorrow, they will say, am I still going to? Can you still consider me? It's TTC journey. You are a mom. That day I'm not going to be mommy, or I'm their nanny. And I'm money matter. I'm their nanny. So if there's no other question from me, and you're going to subscribe to my YouTube channel, we'll call it a day here. And then when you subscribe to my YouTube channel, we'll do more live videos because of Instagram live, because I'm sure we enjoyed ourselves. I enjoyed myself hanging out with you guys. You guys are wonderful for giving me your audience, and I'm looking forward to do more of this. If you give me topics, suggestions, that what can we talk about here or on my YouTube channel, there are a lot of topics, a lot. Immune system and miscarriage. Yes, if your immune system is low, it affects your baby, because when you're pregnant, your baby is depending solely on you. That's why when you're pregnant, we advise that you take your prenatal vitamins, because if you don't do that, your baby will take from you, especially things like omega-3 fatty acid. That's why when my clients get pregnant, I say take Pregnant Care Plus, because the Pregnant Care Plus has the omega-3 fatty acid that works for your brain. And during the third trimester, the first and the third trimester, the baby's brain is developing. So when you don't have enough of that, the baby takes from your brain. Those are the things that cause postpartum depression. So once your immune system is low, it causes miscarriages. It even causes deformed children. When you say people have Down syndrome and all that, those are the things that causes it. When your immune system is not high, and those are the things that causes you to bleed when you give birth, because you don't have enough energy. Some women can't even push. They end up in emergency CS, and even in the CS, their life is at danger because they are bleeding. They can't breathe very well. When they are under the anesthetic, sometimes you lose breath. And when your immune system is low, you can even die under the knife. So it is very, very... when your immune system is low, for you to even get pregnant, it's a challenge. So immune system is very, very important. It's very vital. Okay, so I will be going now. So I thank to my family. Thank you for giving me your audience. I'll see you next time.